Alright, message I've sent out, and I believe you can hear me. Let me see. Oh yeah, I heard myself on my monitoring stations. Alright, let's start. Oh, that's why I can hear myself. I opened it on my main computer as well. That's alright, let's just close them. Alright, let's see. Let's focus. I'm still watching Project SameStar because that's sort of what I was doing while I was preparing this up. Right. So here we have, let's see, have I turned on this starting soon button? I have turned it off. Right, this one. There we go. Now that is off, and I guess you can't see my terminal yet. And this is particularly cool because what you see on the left side of your screen, right? This is the new project that I've been working on. It's called the EDControlRoom. What it does is, let me have a look in game. Right, I am at the community goal event station. This, I can't pronounce the name. It's something doc station. Hold on one sec. Let me just start recording in OBS as well. And let's have a look at the community goals and how it is going. I have signed up and I've been holding for about the past few days, running with my Caspian, the trucker version of my Caspian, and I have done 31,000 units. And at the very beginning, it was a very manual process. And that's what prompted me to do this EDControlRoom project. And let's get back to the control room. So now I'm back in the control room. Just now I was in the game. Let's say, if I go to game only, right? I was just now in the game, but if we do terminal, right? I'm in terminal. I have done, actually, you can't really see the commands because the text is a bit too big on my side. Right, there we go. That works. And that works. Basically, what this is doing is showing me a history of commands I have been running. And this particular haul command is a two-way haul routine. What it does is, once you start it, let's start it actually, it has, hold on. Let's see, do I have the instant mode on or off? Alright, it is off, which is by default, and if I try to haul, it will wait for 5 seconds for me, personally, to get back into the
full
game.
Cargo of atmospheric processors.
And I hope you can hear that. Let me double check. And now it's not talking. And I'm hearing myself echoing from my monitoring stream. Now I'm wondering what went wrong. Give me a second.
Roger, Mr. Clooney. We will stop hauling after this run.
Stop this immediately. Station supply full. Looks normal, yeah. Alright. That's a good sign. Did it do any kind of buying? Nope. Our cargo hold is still empty. We were buying, what were we buying? Let's have a look. Atmospheric processor. I actually don't know where that is. It should be, right? Number 8. Yeah, that's it. And I didn't buy any. Hold on a second. I have another gimmick, sort of up my sleeve. Actually, nope. Let's do this. Give me a second. I have another machine where I can actually come in, but let's see. Let me have a look at, yeah, the terminal, because this is a bit magical. I'm actually on Oh, that is cool. I never knew this existed. Oh. Okay, that is cool. But how do I... Oops. Alright, that is cool. That's the first time I'm learning it. And this is how live demoing usually goes, right? Something would go wrong. But at least now we can see the game. Well, you can see both the game and the terminal at the same time. Well, on the current setup that I have, I can only see the game on my main machine. So I have another laptop which is monitoring all this. All right, enough bubbling. Let's try holding again.
Buying full cargo of atmospheric processors. Buying full cargo of atmospheric processors.
All right, you can hear the AI voice. So this is control room. It doesn't really know. It doesn't have an eye. It doesn't see things. It's operating keys based on assumptions of
Cargo
this is
security.
where the menu would be. This is it does have some smart bits
To call 285
inside.
sector HDFB 13-1. Undocking. Stand by.
Yes. Something didn't work this time. Oh. I wonder why. So it was trying to set the route, but the first time it failed. And yeah, the route mismatch. It didn't set the... Oh, that's why. I was in the chat mode. Of course it couldn't. All right, let me
Roger,
cancel
Mr. Cleveland.
that.
We will stop hauling after this run.
Not just this one. Let's just like cancel that now. And let's see. Can I? Huh. Yeah, live demoing. It's a lot stressful than when you're doing it by yourself.
Approval granted. Please make your way to landing pad 0.
Cool.
Automated approach engaged.
Another thing I want to try out during this stream is that what if I disable auto docking and auto launching? Does my program still work with the game? Because right now I think I have been testing it with auto landing and auto docking and auto launching, but let's try this first. Let's try with these two auto programs, and then we will see whether... I think I just found a bug where if you are already on the surface... No, that's not a bug. It was because I was in the chat stream.
Docking complete.
Yeah, and if we go into station services,
Landing completed. Clear to disembark.
that's fine. Let's just retry the hauling, and you can still... Wait, can you see? Huh, hold on. Somehow I feel like... Yeah, it didn't update, did it? Now it should. That's a bit weird. Alright, now let's resume hauling. It is going to do that in 5 seconds. Huh. Strange thing. Somehow the terminal isn't updating. when it is
Set
in the
a
background.
destination to call 285 sector HDFB 13-1.
Free of station perimeter.
Undocking. Stand by.
I was really hoping that you could see what is going on. Alright, it went into the chat screen again. That's very odd. Maybe this is not a demo stream. Maybe this
Roger,
is...
Mr. Clooney. We will stop hauling after this run.
Actually, not just this round. Let's... Wait, what? I did not agree to this. Why did I go into combat mode?
Permission granted. Plot route for approach to landing pad 3.
There is a few bits
Docking sequence.
that's going on so strange. One thing is, why is my terminal stuck? Now it's back. Alright. Troubleshooting. Let's see. Do I have? I don't really have. Let's see. Let's kill that terminal window because it wasn't working.
Landing gear deployed.
But somehow now it is working. You
Docking
can
complete.
see it. It just doesn't work when I go into the game, it looks like.
Welcome to the station, Commander.
It really looks like whenever I go into the game, something is stopping that terminal from rendering. But if I'm not in the game, say if I'm in OBS, right? It still doesn't render. That is so odd. You can apparently tell I haven't tested this at all during when you're running OBS and trying to record it. I bet if I go back into it, see, that blinker starts to blink. That is so odd. So odd. I am gonna try get Claude to help me figure this out. So I am running Elite Dangerous, OBS, and Ghosty. Something strange is happening. Alright. Something strange is happening. Whenever I switch to the game, and OBS is capturing both game and terminal, which is Ghosty. Ghosty's rendering stops for the terminal, even though on my another machine where I remote into it, I can still see things updating, but just not in OBS. And the only way to trigger it to restart rendering is actually just switching focus out of the game doesn't work. Sorry. You have to go back to Ghost. It sounds like a smart stop rendering while in background thing, either from Ghosty or the system. If it is just Ghosty, it's fine. You can find the configuration and fix it. This is almost certainly GPU-based rendering suspension. Either Ghosty or macOS itself pausing GPU rendering for windows that are not frontmost. A few things happening at once here. The most likely cause is macOS app NAP or GPU throttling. Aggressively throttle or suspend rendering for background apps, especially GPU accelerated terminator emulators. Ah, okay, I see. macOS may pause the render loop entirely when Ghosty lose focus. Yeah. Switching to focus back to the app window. Yep. Disable app. Alright, let's try some live debugging. We're going into the terminal view so you can see what I'm doing. And this is the command that Claude gives me. And let's try this thing one more time. Alright, so now we're in game. Let's, now we are running this. Let's switch back to the game. And let's see, and then we want to switch to game and terminal mode so you can see what is happening. Alright, let's see if I can get this view out, make it appropriate the size. There's almost a size joke right there. Alright, okay. Hey, it started blinking. But on OBS is still blinking. That's interesting. But when I switch to the game... Oh. I'm silly. Somehow my Twitch doesn't have the live feed. Right, that is paused. Of course it is not working. How silly of me. Okay. Now I'm in the game. And I can see it's almost paused. What if I try to type test? Or actually, type help. And I go back to OBS. Yep, nothing from OBS. But if I go back to Ghosty, it restarts. Use commands to release everything or help command for one. Command in plain English. Alright, let's say help Paul. There we go. It works. If you go to terminal focus mode, you can read this better. Nope, that didn't work. OBS Windows capture versus display capture. Switch to Ghosty config. On focus split opacity. Yeah, no. Alright, let's see. Maybe Ghosty isn't the best tool for the job. Just maybe. Okay. I have magics that I can try. Get back to right panels, get back to that. Let's say if I use terminal. Right. And if I go to the sim thing, run the sim command. And if I try to do that, oh, actually, if I go to that view, right, we should have a clear idea whether this would work or not. And let's go back to, so now on my main machine, I'm in the game again. I don't know why, but... Yeah, so I typed hello, and if we go back to... It doesn't say hello. Oh, right, of course. I'm silly. Hold on. Alright, tonight it's gonna be a fun time. Now, this is set up so you can see the hello. But sure, that resizing kind of works. Does it still say hello? It does. And if I remove those texts, it's removed on stream. But if I go back to Elite Dangerous, this is more like an OBS issue rather than control room issue. If we type hello again, we do see it. Okay, so another terminal actually works. All right, let's go back to... Actually, let's just try it like this. This should be fun. And let's see. I want Paul. And we can go to game and terminal mode. Like that. Yeah. Cool. So control room, at least now the terminal is working. All right, so control room.
Undocking. Stand by.
Released. Take care when leaving.
Setting destination to call 285 sector HDFB
Nice.
13-1.
Very nice. Oh, I know why. Because right now I'm playing it on keyboard and mouse, and something has changed.
Roger, Mr. Clooney. We will stop hauling after this run.
The controls. They have changed to keyboard and mouse. Oh god. I hate the controls management with Elite Dangerous. It's a little bit harder to explain if you don't already know what is happening. All right, let's see. What can we do? If I go back to the game only, there's one command that I can run, which is backup. Nope, not backup. It's actually restore. Right. Oh, actually, let's do a backup. A backup first, and let's see. Let's switch to terminal view so you can see what I'm typing. With the control room, we have a few different utility scripts as well. This one in particular is called bindings files.py backup. And what it does is it copies the current custom keybind, it backs it up into a specific backup file, which is local in backup. It's right there. If we do backup bindings, it's right there. That's all my custom key bindings saved. And you might be asking, why, Nicholas? Why do you need that? Because even though we have custom keybinds, all right, I forgot. I'm still drifting in space, aren't I? Let's kill my speed. And let's get back to here. And right, in the game, I don't want any noise to distract me. I was explaining that in the game, even though we have custom key bindings, the game is not seeing them. And the reason for the game is not seeing my custom key binding is because my last key binding, it has a controller, but the controller is not connected. So the game says this is an invalid keybind, so it doesn't work. That's why I was having these issues. I see. Now I see. All right, give me 1 second. Let me type the next command. Actually, it's not that hard. I'm not actually typing the next command. I'm just searching for it. And there we go. And you know what I can do. Let's see. Custom, PS4, custom. I think it's my refined keyboard layout keybind. And now, if we go back one screen, and if we're going back to game only, right, you should be able to see Just now it was saying it's keyboard and mouse. Now if I go back, it will say, hey, you have a valid custom keybind. Damn it, Gim, I hate you for that. I hate you. This has tricked me at least twice now. And I gotta tell my good friend and my community member, Command Verre, he has been tremendously helpful to test this thing on Windows. Now, we can conduct our experiment successfully. And while it is doing that, right, while the game is flying me back into the station, let me send out a message. Tonight, well, actually, today we are demoing EDControlRoom capabilities, especially the holding routine. And we want to include, I don't know why I speak like that. Give me GitHub. And actually, give me 1 second. Show. Okay, now we can have GitHub. And now the project is called EDControlRoom. It was based off. I started this project because I was looking at ED Autopilot, and I felt like ED Autopilot is a quite cool idea, and I want it for macOS. But then, after working on this thing for a while, I realized that not only actually, let me do this typing, and 1 second. Almost there. Yeah, alright, cool. This message is on both Twitch and GitHub. I mean, YouTube. Silly me. Right, so now we can come back. Now we're parked and we have our own key bindings. Oh my god, this took so long. This took too long. Alright, let's go to our terminal view and let my main machine go back to the game. And now we can see the terminal. Right, yes. I don't know why. Twitch really doesn't like. Really doesn't like to play when I put it into tiny window mode. Alright, we can do that, and we can try to find our control room. Yep, cool. And we can run the control room, and you'll be able to see the control room launching. It is thinking for a little bit. Alright, now the control room has launched. Let's do something fun. I should put myself back into the game. So what I'm looking at is actually this view. I can only see the game, and the terminal is actually being composed onto the stream by OBS. And that screen doesn't really help you to see it, so let's still go back to the main terminal view, having the game in the background, and we want to do holding. And this is the holding that I've been doing. Alright, it's counting down. It's starting. And right now it is saying it is trying to undock from this station.
Landing gear retracted.
Yes,
Undocking.
good.
Stand by. Setting destination to call 285
Oh.
Center HDM.
So now my hands are off. Okay, Hands are completely off the keyboard. This is all done by the control room. Isn't it wonderful? All right. So the control room helps with your hauling process, especially this haul routine. It takes care of anything after you coming close, dropping out of Super Cruise near a station. If you use auto docking and auto launching, especially, it knows to
Station
engage.
cleared. Frame shift drive online. Mr. Clooney, ready
It
to jump.
knows to engage auto docking sequence.
Safe travels.
And the other thing is, you notice that I didn't touch. Now I am touching the keyboard and the mouse. But when we got out of the station, I wasn't really touching the keyboard or mouse. It knows to boost
Jumping to the next
away.
system.
It knows to boost away from the station because our FSD drive needs to clear that mass locked status. And it knows when the mass lock status is cleared.
We are dropping out of hyperspace jump, Mr. Clooney.
So it knows when we land into a new system and will open up the navigation panel for me. And now I am doing manual keyboard operation. This is, so basically it takes away the boring part and it leaves you the fun part of flying your spaceship. Alright, carry it off right there. And we do have, what would you call it? Auto Super Cruise Assist. But, okay, it's a bit too fast, but we'll give that a try. It may or may not be able to land us right onto that station. Nope, too fast. I went a bit too fast when we were coming this way. So this whole time, navigation, like piloting the ship, it's completely myself. Still working on piloting the ship. Let me align my mouse with the one that's in game. I think we could go a bit faster, and the station seems to be on the far side of the planet because we went over when we were coming around. And now we can slow down and turn this way. This is the shortest path going into this planet's gravity well. That way it slows that down the least. Right, been very exciting. And now the Super Cruise Assist is active. It is leading us to the station. And now we drop. That's the last key
Starport.
I touch, but I do need to actually nudge it towards the right direction so we don't collide with the starport. And all this requesting permission steps,
Engaging auto docking sequence.
all these requesting docking permission steps is handled by the control room. Oh right, I should do it like this so you see a bit more of the game. I forgot that we were still in that main terminal view. How silly of me. Now you can see a bit more. Isn't that exciting? And now my hands are totally off the keyboard and the mouse. I'm just waiting for auto docking to finish, and then control room will take over to sell the goods that I loaded from the first station, which is 461 units of atmospheric processors. And then it knows that I'm buying, well, I haven't shown you how to put in the parameters because that's not the exciting part. But it knows that we're buying aluminum here and going back to that same station and sell
Docking
it.
complete.
It knows when we dock
Ship is
to
fully
the
filled up and
station,
repaired.
it will refill
Selling
and
atmospheric
repair.
processors.
And now it is going into the commodity market to sell all the atmospheric processors that we got from the last station. And you might be wondering, Nicholas, how does it know what position of this item it would be in?
Sale complete. Profit.
It's smart.
307,000 credits.
I made sure it is
Buying
smart.
full cargo of aluminum.
Now, it's saying that it is buy full cargo of aluminium or aluminum, depending on which side of the world you're from. You would speak this differently. And again, it knows where that item is in this menu, but I can't see anything of this menu. It only operates based on the data it can gather
Cargo secured.
from the journal events, the same events that powers EDMC, powers Inara, and it knows the markets. So that also something that EDMC would send out to the websites. It knows what kind of items are in the market.
Stand by.
And
Set a
here,
destination to HIP 58412.
it doesn't know, it still doesn't know the user interface. It is operating based on a set sort of sequence of keys. And that happens to work out. And there's a very important side note for this one to work. You gotta have arrow keys mapped to UI navigation. Doesn't have to be primary, it can be secondary, but it has to be mapped to UI navigation for that. Well, it doesn't have to be arrow keys, it just can't be WSD, because WSD actually moves around the camera in that view. Yeah. Still. Alright, it knows that we have cleared auto launch. It is boosting away.
Station cleared. Frame shift drive online. Mr. Clooney, ready to jump.
So it knows we have cleared the auto launch sequence, and that's sort of the assumption. That's the assumption about
Jumping to the
we
next system.
have safely left the station. We can boost away. Otherwise, before that, with auto launching sequence, right? Before that, the program doesn't really know whether you have got out of the station or not.
We are dropping out of hyperspace jump, Mr. Clooney.
Yes, yes, we are. Oh, right. It's the blah 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 blah. It's time to play my part, where I am the pilot. Oh, right. When it said we were ready to jump, aligning that jump in the last system, right, towards this system, was also done by me. So it doesn't do anything about piloting at all. The only thing it does is when you get close to a station and it takes over, and then once you get out of the station, you take over, basically. But I programmed that to open that navigation panel because I feel like it's quite helpful. We might be going a bit too fast this time. Might be. Nope. Too fast, definitely. Not might be, but definitely. I didn't know that you could slip the Super Cruise Assist like this. I just watched a video this afternoon, and it's really useful. Basically, what you can do is you intentionally not align the Super Cruise Assist until the very last moment, and supposedly it can help you drop at a higher speed. See, there was only 4 seconds left.
Approaching Polksik Dock.
I think we need to go to the other side. Now I am just giving it control,
Dock.
Mike, Romeo, Charlie.
and it is requesting docking permission by itself.
Landing permission refused. Resubmit within range.
It says we're too far, and control room knows we didn't get the docking permission, so it's retrying.
Engaging auto docking sequence.
I did adjust my heading a little bit just now. And while we're doing that, I'm gonna align my mouse and cursor in the game. And while it is doing all that automatically, I will let you enjoy the view. I need a little bit quick break, but I will be back in about probably 3 minutes. And just enjoy.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking complete. Ship is fully fueled up and repaired, Mr. Clooney.
Enjoy your
Selling
stay at our
aluminum.
facility, Commander.
Hull Cycle 1 complete. Total profit 8.4 million credits. Sale complete. Profit 9.4 million credits. Buying full cargo of atmospheric processors.
Cargo hold at
Cargo
maximum
secured.
capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Undocking. Stand by. Setting destination to call 285 sector HDFB 13-1.
Okie dokie. Ooh, that is loud. That is very loud. Why am I so loud? Alright, I am back, and as you can see, I was completely away. And hey, it's still working, I think. Yes, it was working to clear the station and boosting away. And now it is boosting away
Station
to
cleared.
clear.
Frame shift drive online.
Yep.
Mr. Clooney, ready to jump.
Oh, right. By default, it will call you Commander, but with the settings, you can set it to call you by your Commander name. For
Jumping
me,
to the
I
next
am
system.
Mr. Clooney in the game, so it calls me Mr. Clooney. Ah, I remembered one thing. I want to do a little bit adjusting. Let's see. If I turn on the terminal view. Yeah, there we go.
We are dropping out of hyperspace jump, Mr. Clooney.
Actually, let's take a break from this.
Roger, Mr. Clooney. We will stop hauling after this run.
So basically what I did was I hit Control C, but for the hauling program, for the hauling routine, right, it knows that if you just do it once, it doesn't mean that you want to end it now. It means that you want to end it sometime soon. So it will say we will finish this cycle, and once we're finished with this cycle, we will stop. But if you do want to stop it immediately, you can as well, and you just hit Control-C again, and it just stops the whole program immediately. And the nice thing about this whole program is that it actually understands what phase. All right, we're going too fast. I don't think that works. Ooh. Luckily, we didn't run into the shiny space ball, and that gave me a jump scare. It will be a good short video if I ever got to making shorts. ED jump scare, going too fast. Oh right, I remember now. With this particular planet, the trick is that to go further, go around it, and when you see the starport, it's right on the right side of the scope, on the left of the ship, or the control on the controls, right? You go like that. You go perpendicular onto the thing. Otherwise, you go into the gravity well, it will slow you down. It says 7 seconds, but it takes like 30 seconds to get to it. All right, we are here, and my job is done, actually. Right now, I can just hand off. I don't think I even need to touch. Yeah, I don't think I even need to touch the mouse. I just can wait. And
requesting docking permission at Valrasha Starport.
It does it like that.
To this Alliance facility, Commander. Hope we can be of service.
Engaging auto docking sequence.
Make your way to landing pad 09er.
I'm still not touching anything. I'm not touching the keyboard. I'm not touching the mouse. And as you can see, well, maybe this time I'll put the terminal on the focus of the screen, so you can see what it is doing, what it is trying to do when it is docking. So it is waiting for us to be docked because there is an journal event for that. I think I have plenty of footage tonight to work with to make a video, but I want that video to be structured, and I don't know why, but personally I find structuring a video, it's tedious, it's hard work, you know. You could be working for a whole day for like 8 hours and you get like 10 minutes of video.
Ship is fully fueled up and repaired, Mr. Clooney.
Thank you.
Selling atmospheric processors.
Control room. And the TTS is coming from the system itself. On macOS, it will be, there's a command line thing called say. It will say anything you give it. We do some pre-processing of the text. So when it is reading long numbers, it doesn't say 500 million, 460,000, this and that. It says 58412. Any numbers that's longer than 2, it will split it into individual digits. And now it is buying. You can see it is quite mechanical when he's maneuvering around the menu. It's quite precise. No human does things like this. Another nice thing about this whole hauling program is that it's actually composed of a lot of smaller programs like buying, selling, docking, undocking, escaping mass lock, all that. So I'm thinking about how can I make this a bit more composable, so you can actually define your own
setting destination to hit
routine.
58412.
This is another individual routine. This is the set destination routine. You can just do DST. I might do it. I might showcase it here. So you can do DST and you can say Seoul, it will try to set destination to Seoul. And that's why it waits for such a long time, because it doesn't actually know how long the cursor would move towards that star system. If you know what I'm talking about, leave a comment. It takes a long time. Alright, let's get back to game and terminal mode. I believe you're bored by looking at the terminal right in your face. So I'm still not touching the keyboard and not touching the mouse yet. I'm waiting for it to tell me it has cleared the station and the frame shift drive is online, because it will prime it, but it doesn't do the jump because it doesn't know, it doesn't see. It knows from the signals from the events that you have cleared the station, you have cleared the mass lock of the station, and it will prime the FSD for you.
Station cleared. Frame shift drive online. Mr. Clooney, ready to jump.
Okay. Let's do this. Now, this is me maneuvering, and I feel like this is the fun part. That's why I haven't actually done the autopiloting.
Jumping to the next system.
I mean, you can do the autopiloting with some programming, with some computer vision, even a bit like machine learning / neural net. ED Autopilot was doing that.
We are dropping
It
out
stopped.
of hyperspace jump, Mr. Clooney.
There isn't any active development on that original repo anymore, but there's a new one. There's a ED AP GUI, which brings a user-friendly version of autopilot, and it's a very cool project. Hey, I accidentally hit the boost key. Okay, this time let's try not using, what would you call it, Super Cruise Assist. Let's try a manual docking. Oh, right. After this is done, right, we should try to disable auto launch and auto docking and see how well it does. That was something that I want to try. And let's do it. Funny thing about this station, it looks like it's not behind any stars, but the stars is so dark, you can't even see it. We're almost there. We are within range, distance range, and speed range. We should be able to drop just like that. Hey, I said drop.
Approaching Polksic Dock.
I found out the trick of finding the entry of these dodecs. You have to figure out on which axis it is rotating, and then
Engaging auto docking sequence.
and then fly towards the sides. Fly towards the side that is actually facing the planet, and it is on that rotating axis. Axis. Depends on how you pronounce it. So, still not touching any keys, any mouse. It's just letting the whole system doing its work. And the other thing is we have, right, let's go back to the main terminal view. We have programmed it to stop after this cycle. So we want to have a look, have a closer look that it will stop. Anyway, I find the auto docking program in the game, right? This is in-game auto docking, a bit janky when it's moving around. It's not smooth.
Landing gear deployed.
It will refill and repair your ship if you need refill and repairing,
Docking complete.
which I do.
Ship is fully fueled up and repaired, Mr. Clooney.
It will sell the cargo to finish this cycle. We have an average of 12 minutes per run. And we're making about 8.4 million credits per run.
Haul cycle 2 complete. Total profit 16.7 million credits. Sale complete. Profit 9.4 million credits.
All right.
Haul session complete. 2 cycles flown. Total profit 16.7 million credits.
And the nice thing about this whole project is that a lot of things you might not want to happen, like the text-to-speech. You can actually give it a list of things you don't want. You can filter them out. Give me a second, I will be right back. I want to close a window because it is getting noisy. All right, we are here. Let me think a little bit. Think through what we need to do and just chill a little bit because it was quite intense. Trying to figure out what wasn't working and all that. It's a lot, mentally, emotionally, and I do need like a quiet period to just like de-stress. Just sit here and let's switch to this view. Sitting here and watch the game, it's pretty... Oh, right. Another thing is, I realize... Yeah. Let's see. I love the view. I love how good this game looks. And... Oh. Free cam. Wow. Look at it. Gosh. Blah, 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 blah. Can't speak, can I? I actually started watching Deep Space Nine very early age. My father, he's a big Star Trek fan, and he started watching Deep Space Nine. I think he would love this view. I'm gonna send it to him. Hold on a second. The program is in a relax and chill mode. So just sit tight. Well, actually, sit tight, enjoy. I am not sure whether you can hear that or not. Let's see. If I put this here and if I send out test. Okay. I don't see that sound effect getting recorded, which is great. That's what I want. Alright, I can quit my message app. And we can just like chill here, look at my ship. I mean, it's just a Caspian Explorer. Yeah, but look how good it looks. the camera of this is a bit sensitive, isn't it? Oh. I wonder whether I can find an angle. Oh, yes, like that. Oh, oh, that looks so good. Oh gosh. All right, take another picture. Maybe like that. Oh, this looks so cool. Oh, another thing is, my friend and I, we found out if you dock in the same station, above the surface, right, you can actually see each other. That is so cool in the game. I didn't know that at all. Look how pretty the game is. I really feel like I am in the Star Trek universe. Or maybe Star Wars. I feel like this is a middle ground. It's not as clean as Star Trek, but it's not as like grudgy as Star Wars. Let's see. Oh, right, there's a thing I want to show you guys, but I haven't configured my OBS yet. So give me a second and let me play around with my OBS. I mean, are there anyone watching? I can't see. Hey, there might be. Hello, people. Maybe on YouTube there are. Hey, people, how are you doing on YouTube? Nobody said anything, so I don't know whether there is anyone watching. And my viewer count is blocked behind my terminal. Damn. It's very hard to find space for everything. And I wonder what can I do for you guys. If you guys are have just arrived, I will just like talk to you guys about what happened for the last hour. We have been testing this program that I created recently. Let's see. So we have Elite Dangerous, and I have been running the community goals hauling event for the last few days, actually last week. But for the last few days, I was working on this project. I was going to show you the website, but you can click the link in the pinned comment in either YouTube or Twitch to see the project on your own device. And what this thing is that it is mostly a quality of life improvement. It is a utility program in which you can, let's see, you can actually type out commands. For example, I could say, what kind of commands are available? It will show you a list of commands. All this, some of them are very individual ones, like docking, undocking, escaping the mass lock from a station, or buying or selling stuff. For example, I can actually say, right, I forgot what it was, but it's buy, but it's not buy bio waste. It's something else. It's not aluminium either. Let's say if I want to just buy some random things, what would happen? It will try to execute that. Oh, right, I forgot. That doesn't work because I am in this view, but I can leave it. And the nice thing about my program is that you can rerun the last commands pretty easily. But there's no random things in the market. I wonder how does it handle it? And let's go to that view so you can see the game. It is still opening. Yeah, that's right. It says market error, which is something it should do, but should have done a cleanup. And I might record it somewhere. Let's see. I don't have an after action report thingy yet. I might create one for myself. Where would I do that? Give me a private channel in Discord. After action report. I'm stealing this channel name from Peter. I'm sure he doesn't mind. It's a channel name, and I love what he does. Specs, buying non-existing things. I think the reason for the program to even go into that view is without opening the market UI, you might have a outdated market data file. So it has to go into that, and it sees, random things is not a thing in the list. Right. So this is the program I wrote, and we were talking about terminal. Let's show the terminal, and let me go back to OBS so I can see what you are seeing. Yes, preview is here, program is here, and I can do commands. Nice. Right. It has all these commands. I'm not sure whether you guys caught the part where I was mostly just flying ship between the systems or between the stations. But if we arrive, like dropping out of jump or warp, or whatever terminology you would call it, once you get close to a station, it knows that, the program knows that, it will take the control, it will take the things over to help you, to allow you to like take a break, relax. It will dock with the station. Actually, why not me show you? Why am I just talking, right? Let's do it. Let's see. Let's make this exciting. We want to restart the holding process, and we're going back to the game. So what I'm seeing now is this view.
Buying full cargo of atmospheric processors.
Yes. And let's go back to that view. So that whole program, even though it doesn't look like much, it is using a preset. It is using a saved preset where I have been doing this for like a week, right? So I have been running the same sort of program. Cargo bay full. Yes, that's what we want. I have used the same program, so it knows what systems it is running in between, what cargoes it is buying from A to B, B to A, and I think that's all it needs. Station 1, Station 2.
To call 285 sector HDFB 13-1.
Right, it needs to know the stations, the systems, and what things it is buying. So it can set up the route, match the stations, buy the things, and sell the things, and dock and undock. So far, after I started the program, I'm not touching the keyboard or the mouse. It's all done by the control room. Don't hit me, little ship. I have had this happen before, where auto launch actually launched me into another ship, or another ship actually runs into me, like NPC ship. And I'm still not touching anything because it's auto launch, and it knows when auto launch finishes, because auto launch has a music, and that music would go away. That's the signal it is looking for when auto launch finishes. We can hear it. I can switch to this view so you see what's happening. And it knows where we have finished auto launching.
Station cleared. Frame shift drive online. Mr.
And
ready to jump.
Yes. We are ready to jump. And it knows when do we clear the mass lock from the station. There's one bit of data that's in one of the data files that says we are mass
Jumping
locked.
to the next system.
And that maneuvering, that aligning with the next system, that's all me, because this program, it cannot see. It doesn't have eyes. It knows the game by the data, by
We
some
are dropping
assumptions.
out of hyperspace jump, Mr. Clooney.
So this is by the control room, because I program it to do that. Whenever I jump into a new system, that's the thing I always do, and I don't want to repeat it every time. I am an engineer, and I engineer like the boring stuff away from my life. That's most of what I do. And now, this piloting, this maneuvering is all me. It will take over when we get to the station. We might be going a bit fast, and the reason why I have Super Cruise Assist on is so that we can drop at a very fast speed. We might be going a bit too fast. Nope, actually, not quite. I'm looking at the ETA, and I want that ETA to be around 5-ish. Yes. With Super Cruise Assist, you can get away with a 5-second disengage thingy. Let's see. And there is a reason why I don't go directly to the planet, because I don't want to get sucked into the gravity well of the planet. Because if you get sucked into the gravity well of the planet, it will slow you down. We are already slowing down quite fast because we're getting closer and closer to the gravity well. I think I have overshot a little bit. It's actually right about here. And we can go full speed, well, as fast as we can. Maybe slowing down a little bit. Hopefully. Wow, even like the last
Approaching
1
Valrasha
second.
Starport.
It worked.
Requesting docking permission at Valrasha Starport.
Mike, Romeo, Charlie, welcome to this Alliance facility, Commander. Hope we can be of service.
That requesting auto docking. You see how it's very mechanical, very automated. It's done by the program. And it knows, hey, the first time didn't work.
Access granted. Make your
So
way
it tries again.
Engaging auto docking sequence.
automatic
And it knows to set the speed down to 0, so auto docking will take over. So, this is what I've been working on for the last few days, and it went through a lot of iterations. If you look at one of the docs, it says docs/status.md, that's the file path, in the repository, in the link pinned at top. That file records how many iterations I have been going over about this thing with coding agents. Most of the time it's GPT, it's ChatGPT's coding agent, because I found it works really well. It can do one shot. You can just chat with it like a human being without any kind of prompt engineering. You don't need any of the prompt engineering. With Claude, even with Opus 4.7
Docking complete.
previously, before today, it was their best model.
Ship is fully fueled up
It's
and repaired.
acting just silly. Like, it's
Selling
making silly
atmospheric processors.
decisions. If you nudge it, it will make the right decision. Anyway, I've been using Codex for this thing mostly. It has been fantastic. So now we have landed on the station still. Since we dropped out of warp, I haven't touched the keyboard or the mouse at all. This is all done by control room itself.
Sale complete. Profit. 307,000 credits. Buying full cargo of aluminum.
Aluminum. Siri says that in a funny way. Hey, go away, Siri. I didn't call you. It says aluminum. It's not aluminium. It's not aluminum. It's aluminum. It's quite funny. And especially after hearing this for like probably a dozen or multiple dozens of times for the last few days, after I coded in the text-to-speech feature. It's really helpful, text-to-speech. Sometimes I'm not really fully focused on what is happening in the game. With text-to-speech, it sort of gives me these, what would you call it?
Landing gear retracted.
Setting destination to hit
Lack of better word,
58412.
nudges. And this is still
Undocking.
control
Stand
room
by.
setting the destination by itself. All that automated away. I don't need to touch the keyboard, touch the mouse at all. And I shared with my friend, good friend
Setting
Vare.
destination to hit
Vare has been
58412.
playing this on Windows, and to your surprise, maybe to your surprise if you don't know me already, I have been playing this on a Mac. And the terminal you're seeing is on a Mac. The game you're seeing is running on a Mac through crossover. And so it was built as a cross-platform tool to be able to run on macOS, on Windows, on Linux. Now we have tested macOS and Windows already, and we have a bunch of tests, about 300-ish tests.
Station cleared.
All right,
Frame shift
that's
drive
my
online.
cue.
Mr.
I
Clean.
need to
Ready to jump.
maneuver this thing to align it with the exit, with the jump target. This looks scary because you're jumping towards the station.
Engaged.
Jumping to the next system.
Every time it gets me, it looks exciting. All right, where was I? Right, it has a bunch of tests and
We are
300
dropping
of them.
out of hyperspace jump, Mr. Clooney.
Yes. Oh, right, yes. It opens up this menu, otherwise sometimes I forgot about it. And that's one of the reasons why I have programmed it to be there. It's quite handy, because sometimes you're just like, I'm doing something else, and then, oh, it landed. If there's, ooh, right. Turn on Super Cruise Assist as well. And let's not use it until we're really close. Because sometimes you're just like doing something else without these little like visual cues and audio cues. Yeah, they're called cues. Now I remember. I forgot that this thing is running and it needs my attention. And these things help. I think we're almost there. It's going a bit quick. Let's try to stop and try to align. Align? Woo! It worked!
Approaching Polksic dock.
Okay, I'm a bit silly. The reason for me being silly about Super Cruise Assist is I haven't tried it before this afternoon. And it has, well, previously I was just doing it manually. I feel, because I didn't know about this sort of Super Cruise Assist sleeping technique. Sleeping. S-L-I-P, sleeping, not S-L-E-E-P. They all sound very similar. And with this technique, you can actually get there faster. Because previously I didn't like it because I was getting there slower if I align it all the way. But but if you don't want to be so focused on holding, you just want it to be chill, try it on and just aim it all the way. Then you literally have not much to do. The game handles 90% of the flying for you with Super Cruise Assist, and then the control room itself, like ever since we dropped out of warp by Super Cruise Assist,
Gear deployed.
I haven't touched the keyboard or the mouse. I can even open up my what would you call it, my phone, and to check YouTube or whatever,
Docking complete.
and I don't need to do anything.
Ship is fully fueled up and repaired, Mr. Clooney.
Ah, right.
Selling
Actually, I just want to do one cycle.
Roger,
One
Mr.
cycle
Clooney.
to
We will
demonstrate
stop hauling
things for
after
you
this run.
guys. And then I would probably chill a bit, think about what I want to do next. I think we were talking about disabling auto docking and auto launching. Yeah. Also, I need to fix something. Be right back.
Hull cycle 1 complete. Total profit 8.3 million credits. Sale complete. Profit 9.4 million credits. Hull session complete. 1 cycles flown. Total profit 8.3 million credits.
Okie dokie, I'm back. Oh, right, we have finished the cycle already. I didn't realize that. Alright, first thing first, I said I want to disable auto launch and auto dock to see what would happen. And I'm sure I can still do that. Another thing is, right, let me swap to game only, and so I can do a little bit adjustment to the view you were just seeing, where the terminal thingy, it's I have it with can't really speak, can I? Can't think and speak at the same time. So what I'm trying to do is trying to adjust the 3D effect. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of perfect. Although it is saying it is a bit too big. I can make this thing smaller. And that looks good. That looks good. But I just need to move it over here a bit. Now that's a bit too small, isn't it? I kind of want you to be centered to screen. Actually, not quite centered, maybe like that. I think that looks perfect. I think. Yeah, basically you can see what I'm seeing. It's not too obnoxious. Maybe I want to adjust its position like that. All right, actually, let me just show you on stream so you can see what I am seeing. The thing is, I can't really see it very clearly. Dun 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 dun. All right, you are always on top. I think it looks all right to me. Whatever is on this side, right? It doesn't really show it. Another thing I want to fix is if we go back to the right panels. properties. We don't want the cursor to be there anymore. If we're going back here, so we just see one cursor, but for me it's two of them. Yeah, that looks nice. Right, I have already disabled things. I want to do one more OBS editing. So this is like a more chilled segment of the stream where we're just tweaking, we're just playing around with OBS. And if you want something exciting, check out the previous segments. Let's see, what kind of view would I want? I probably want to duplicate my game only scene. You can't see it, which is great. And I want to name this game and web. Game and terminal, game and web. I want to turn on my web thingy. It is working. But, the big but, who's big but? Your big but. The big but is that I don't want to have the web view just showing up like a flat web view. I want it to be like composited, like a 3D thingy as well. Let's see. Main. Oh no, this is just the left panels. And that panels goes to the bottom. And the left panel has a video source, a screen capture. Existing is a web 1, yeah. And we want transform, hit the screen, make it smaller, like that, and center it again, center it to screen, and now I forgot how I did it, damn it. Oh right, I think I go back to the game and web scene, and we add a scene which is the left panels, and we add a filter to that. Yes, yes, soon we'll be there. Does the left panel actually I want a 3D effect? Yes, do something like that. Maybe not that much. Yeah, that looks nice. All right, I will show you guys, but I don't have it on my stream deck yet. Let me make some edits. I really love that we have game, we have terminal only. Right, I should name this terminal only. Well, actually, terminal focused. How do you spell focused? F-O-C-U-S-E-D. Yep. Game and terminal, and now we have a scene which is game and web. Like that. It's a little bit too big, isn't it? Right, another thing is I want to edit this thing to say game on top. On the bottom, we want to say web. It is a bit big. I don't know whether you heard her, but that's Princess Luna. She's like, Daddy, stop playing. Play with me. Alright, I think that looks better. What do you think? Okay, so we have game only mode, we have game and terminal mode, We have game and web mode. We have terminal focused. We're still missing 2 modes. Ah! We want, let's see. We want game and web. I'm thinking, what if I create a new scene that just composite? Right, panels, comped, processed, right panels, yes, and which one has the right panels? I think it's the game and terminal one. We'll copy that, we'll put it here. And then the game and terminal one is basically, actually you can delete all that. It's basically 2 scenes composed together. We have the game only scene, yeah, and then we have the process right panel scenes. So that is that. The terminal focused one is actually, let's see. I don't need that. I also don't need all that in the bottom. I just need a scene that is game only. Oh my god. OBS is so powerful. Wait, game only, yep, and then move that onto the top. I can show you this. I can show you this. And if we go back to game and web, we can. Right, we want a processed left panels scene. Left and right, yes. Put the left panels, which has the 3D effects, and the game and web is basically no individual sources. It's basically we add a scene, we add game only, and we add another scene, which is the processed left panels. Just like that. So clean, so clear. Right, you can't see my OBS. I'm not sure whether I want to show my OBS or not. But maybe. But let me finish this. All right. One more thing. We have the game and web. We have the game and terminal. We have terminal focused. Yes, we just need a web focused. So we just duplicate this. And this will be main and web focused. And we can... right, so we need to delete that, yes. And we want to add a new scene, which is just... oh, actually, no. This is where we have a source. Screen capture, web. And we want to transform, we want fit to screen. We want this to be centered. And one more thing, I want to add this scene onto my onto my stream deck, which is web focused. Nice. So I can do terminal focused, web focused, terminal focused, web focused. Question is the left panels, do you have any filters? That's the web one. supposedly it has color correction. It's just not very obvious. But I guess right now what you're seeing is quite obvious. This is web focused. Okay. It does look a bit blind? No. A bit too transparent. So let's adjust it a little bit. I think 96%, which is exactly the reverse number of 69. Silly me. Looks like that, and I like it. I like it. Now I can go back to game only. And maybe I will give you an OBS view to show you what I have here. Give me a second. Scene. Main OBS. And I'm gonna add a new screen capture, which is gonna be OBS macOS screen capture, and it's capturing a window of OBS Studio. And I need to make sure it is fit to screen. Yep. Okay. I think this will work. All right. If I that's strange. Why transitioned away? Wait a minute. I can't hear myself. I don't think you can either. Oh, let me try this again. I think I do need to add back the recordings or because everything else is based on game only, and game only all have the audio capturings, the enhanced mic audio, the processed game audio output, and the music interface. How about I just create a new scene called audio sources? And put it down there, paste it there, and add a scene of audio sources. Now, okay, at least I can still hear myself. Let me hear myself on my monitoring station. Yep, I can definitely hear myself on the monitoring station as well. Let me delete all that, and game only doesn't need anything else. It just needs the game capturing. I think I am back, but I'm not sure. Because what happened was OBS crashed, apparently. Apparently OBS can crash. Oh, hey! We're going to switch auto dock and auto launch off to show what happened. Yes, this is pretty amazing. Sorry, I didn't see your message for a while. I'm not sure when you send it. I'm really sorry about that. My YouTube didn't update. Very sorry about that. Can I reply to people? I can't. Well, YouTube, do a better job next time. Oh, right. I am streaming a black screen. I mean to do that. I don't know why I have a black screen. Oh, it was OBS. Let's see. Shoot. Right. Okay. One more second, we'll get this done. And then we'll try out auto docking and auto launching off. Okay, so now you can see my OBS, and what's really lovely about this whole thing is that audio sources is a scene, and text is a thing, and in my main game only, I just have these two scenes and the game capturing. Game and the web, it's the processed web panels and the main game only scene stacked together. That's really cool. Anyway, let's go back to the game since I have done all that, and let's try this thing out one more time before we finish the stream. Hey, you're still there. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys for being here and then sending me messages. My YouTube somehow didn't send me that message earlier. I'm sorry about that. But let's see. If I go back to... hold on. Interesting. Anyway, I think I'm in the game menu. Yeah, let's go to game and terminal so you can see what I'm typing, and also I can see what I'm typing. And let's see, what are we typing here? We are trying to do another hauling, and it should start like now.
Buying full cargo of atmospheric processors.
Yes, good, it works. And we have already turned off auto launching and auto docking. Yeah, this is pretty amazing. I have been running this, and it feels really like lightweight because you don't have to be engaged all the time. You can actually take a break and let the ship
Cargo secured.
or let the the control room to take over and to do some of the manual labor for you, going through the menus, buying things, and then mostly it's the menu navigating things that I don't really enjoy, and so I can hand it off
Undocking.
to this
Stand
agent.
by. Setting destination to call 285 sector HDFB 13-1.
Let's see how well does it handle when we manually dock and manually launch.
Hull integrity compromised.
Hull integrity compromised. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's 1%, which is fine. I mean, it only lost 1%. It's not at 1%. Otherwise, I'd be dead, pretty much. All right, I haven't done this for a long time because I've been using auto launching. And Caspian is a big ship. Yes, I know. This is my Caspian tracker. It is trying to boost away. Oh, somehow I deployed my hard points. Oh, it is not boosting away because I forgot to retract my landing gear. What a noob! All right. Yes, now it is boosting away, and we can see that it is trying to boost us away.
Station cleared.
Yes!
Frame shift drive
It
online.
still knows
Mr. Clooney, ready to jump.
when we are clearing the station's mass lock, and we just need to push that to the maximum
Jumping to the
and
next system.
jumping. So, manual launching works. Fantastic.
We are dropping out of hyperspace jump, Mr. Clooney.
Yes, yes. I know. Oh, yes. My turn. I forgot about this. Sometimes I just stay at the sun for a while. I was wondering, like, why is the ship stopped here? Then I realized, right, I need to pick the destination and then actually fly the ship. So this program right now is available, and I personally feel like it has passed. It has passed the initial beta testing stage. We have been running this quite often for the last few days, myself and my mate, Commander Verre, and it's pretty solid. The other nice thing is, I might show it off like after this, is that you can actually cancel the program anywhere. You can resume hauling from anywhere. That's not right. I'm going too fast. And somehow I panicked and I boosted away from my target. How silly of me. Okay, we're not that far away. Rather than using Super Cruise Assist. Right, what I was saying is, apparently I can't talk and drive. Are you sure you want to go that fast? Super Cruise.
Hull integrity compromised.
Approaching
Yep.
call 285 sector HD FB 13-1A5. Requesting docking permission at Valrasha Starport.
There's nothing to dock. Because we're so far away. It did say we exit Super Cruise. Oh, it didn't say we exit Super Cruise near the station. Alright, let's think. FSD still on cooldown. Station is over there. I was saying, if you want to give this a try, it's out there and you should be able to run it on macOS, Windows, Linux. Linux, we haven't tried.
Frame shift.
I do have a Steam Deck, but I haven't set this whole thing up on Steam Deck yet. Plus, the Steam Deck has a tiny screen, and I don't have the monitor. It's still trying. It might error out. It might. But it's waiting for the response. This is actually a good opportunity to test this thing out. To test, one, it errors out because it didn't know what it is doing. All right, let's just slow down and fly around. Yes, it says done. I mean, done and error means it didn't know what to do, and the program has ended. I might need a better user message for that. User-friendly message for that. And I think I might be driving too fast and being too close to this thing. I might just go over here for a little bit and then cut off my speed and then get back. Now, we are still in... Right, let's restore this program. And let's see what it says. So it knows that we're in this space. I don't think it has information that we're near this station, but it is waiting for Super Cruise exit, which is now.
Approaching Valrasha Starport.
It is boosting to get closer.
Requesting docking permission at Valrasha Starport.
I'm not touching anything.
Welcome to this Alliance facility, Commander. Hope we can...
And auto docking. Oh right, we don't have auto docking anymore. I was like, auto docking, don't make me bump into anything. I forgot. We have killed auto docking. And let's just get over these fans safely. and land ourselves.
Decrease speed to within safe limits, Commander.
What are you talking about? What decreasing speed? Okay, we might need to kill the speed. Woo!
Scan detected.
I forgot how slow you need to go.
Scan detected.
I think that is fine.
3,000 meters from touchdown.
I haven't done this in ages. Yes.
Integrity compromised.
Huh. Shame. Let's
Taking
see.
damage.
Good thing is we have plenty of hull to work with, and if you look at our dashboard, you will find out that we're flying without any shields, because this is Caspian the Trucker. That it has no idea of shielding. Oh, that was close. Pad 10. Okay, I see Pad 10. It's right about here. And I think we are coming in. Oh, this ship is large.
You must deploy your landing gear.
What landing gear? I don't have landing gear. What you talking about, young man?
Landing gear deployed.
Whew. Okay, let's just land. Oh, I remembered. You need to adjust the ship's pitch. Huh? As you can tell, I haven't done this at all. Well, maybe once.
Docking
Yes!
complete.
We landed, and it works.
Ship is fully fueled up and
Oh.
prepared, Mr. Clooney.
That was difficult.
Selling
All right,
atmospheric processors.
I'm gonna cancel the
Roger, Mr.
program
Clooney. We
now.
will stop hauling after this run.
Hey, did it select auto launch? It. Oh, right. I forgot. I need to cancel twice to cancel the whole thing. Now it's awkward because it's like, hey, you gotta leave the station. Can I cancel
Exit is clear.
the leaving? I cannot. I have to.
Hull integrity compromised.
I have to leave. Okay.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing gear is retracted. Can I request docking inside the station? Nope. I was going to say we should showcase the resuming functionality, because you can literally resume at any point in this whole sequence. I think we're just waiting for it to tell us something. The station would say, "Good journey," or something like that. Let's switch to the game view. At least I think we're on the game view.
Request approved. Head directly to docking bay 2-4.
And let's turn on. Alright, we have tried this. It does work without these things. Let's turn on auto landing and auto docking and auto launching. And we can restore this program once we are back inside. Wait, why are we not in the station yet? We're far.
Submit a request within range of the starport.
Uh-huh. Now, what if we... You can't see my terminal, can you? But now you should be able to see. Yeah. What if we resume hull now? Waiting for docked. dock ready in progress. All right, it doesn't, so that's where we need a little bit to manual request docking, but that's fine, we can handle that.
Landing authorized. Make your way to landing pad 02.
Okay.
Automatic docking system engaged.
Yeah, so you can stop this program at any point, resume. It knows sort of what kind of step you are in this whole program, and it knows you are near station 2 in the system 2, and it knows you have full cargo of what you should be selling at station 2, and it knows to sell all that, then continue down its journey. And it's rather smart. It basically splits the whole thing into like different steps, and it knows based on like there's a giant,
Docking complete.
not giant, there's like a 5x3
Selling
ish.
atmospheric processors.
Contact confirmation. Ground
Let me kill the game audio because I can't hear myself and I can't speak. It knows that this sort of big, not big, 5x3 lookup table. So basically for every data point it has, whether you are in which station, whether you have cargo, whether you are in normal space, you are docked, it can look up that table and figure out, okay, now you should be in step 1 or step 2 or step 3. It puts you right there and continue down this sequence. Thanks. You're totally impressed. I'm very happy to hear that. Spread the word. EDControlRoom, open source project on GitHub, and contributions or feedback are very much welcomed. You can also find me on maybe Discord. Let me find my Discord. If you are interested. No pressure. Wait a minute. Oh, right. I have 2 different accounts. I was wondering about, wait a minute, I'm not seeing my own Discord. That's weird. Right, so let's put back the music. Really should have set up some kind of streamer bots or something to send out these messages, but I don't have them. My Discord, right now it's a bit empty. Wait, that's not how you do Discord?
Station cleared.
Obviously, I don't
Frame
know how to
shift
do
drive
Discord.
online. Mr. Clooney, ready to jump.
Send a server invite to a friend. Never expires, no limit. Copy a new link. Cool. That is the Discord link. Right. Now we just jump back to the system and everything just works. I have spent a lot of time to refine all that user experience.
Jumping to the next system.
Alerts, chat.
We are dropping out of hyperspace jump, Mr. Clooney.
Yes. Thanks for the reminder. Without that reminder, a lot of times I don't realize, oh, we need to go back to the game. I have said this already, right? Yes. Too many times. Too many times. And while it is flying, I also want Super Cruise Assist, but I don't want to align now. Hey, don't fight with me. Want to get close, but not too close, and then slow down. And the other thing is, I want to...
Roger, Mr. Clooney. We will stop hauling after this run.
Yes, this is probably the last round we would do. Hello, hello. I heard a bip. I heard a Discord bip. Hey, welcome. I haven't changed the onboarding channel, have I? Welcome, Red Boxster, mate. Alright, let Super Cruise Assist take over. I might have a look at this Discord later.
Approaching Polksic Dock.
It's a bit barren. I'm new to Discord. Well, not new to Discord, but I just haven't been running this server for a while.
Dock.
Mike, Romeo, Charlie.
Thank you for joining. Let me know if you have any feedbacks. We have Elite Dangerous
Engaging
channel.
auto docking sequence.
For landing pad 17. You're approved for automated docking sequence.
All right. Let's see. We are... Which station is this? This is the far station? Oh no, this is the final station. Gotta say, this game looks really pretty, even though I'm running this on a Mac. I did turn off the AMD FSR, like the scaling, because that doesn't make the game look any good. I got that advice from a YouTube video. To turn it off and then just to set it to normal, then the game looks really pretty.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright. Last ride tonight.
Docking complete. Ship is fully fueled up and repaired, Mr. Clooney. Selling aluminum.
Selling aluminum. And aluminum will be sold. It does that because sometimes my friend who was testing
Sale
this.
complete. Profit. 9.4 million credits.
Nice. So my friend was testing this, and somehow for him, for me, right, if you go into commodity market and if you open up any kind of commodity with keyboard, right, it always lands on those numbers. But for him, sometimes he lands here. I wonder whether it's because he was actively using his mouse or his controllers. And so we have, I forgot how many times to reset it. Only 3 times? I might adjust that number to like 5 times. All right, let's see. What am I showing in my scenes? I can switch to game only, and give me a second. Let me get back into codecs. Does codecs tell anything private? Does not. And we can switch to terminal. This is a simple project. And let's go back out to this view. And let me have a look in OBS. Right. What is this feature called? I forgot. Market. When we get into commodity, view to buy/sell. We safeguard by pressing left and up 3 times. Let's change that to 5 times. This is basically my sort of development flow, trying things out, trying to think about where could the failure modes be coming from, and then telling codecs exactly what we want to do, the goal, the high level goal we want to achieve, and then basically giving it the task, and it will figure out. Sometimes I'll give it the file so it knows that, oh, we're looking at this file, this specific file. Hello, hello. Welcome. And so we're doing a bit live coding. The stream is about to end. I've been running this stream for like probably, wow, 2 hours. That's long. But we had some issues at the very beginning, and the issue is funny. Let me show you why it is funny. In-game, in options, in controls, the presets I'm using right now is custom. But this custom is keyboard driven custom, excuse me. And if I go into my terminal, I can show you something that I have a different I have a like another Python file in the same repository. It stores all your custom keybinds because you can only have one of them. And previously, like before this stream, I was using my controllers, and that's why we have this KBM and controller keybinds here. The funny thing is, if you have controllers connected and you have a control scheme that's associated with a specific controller, if you launch the game and the controller is not there, and if you go into this screen, this custom preset does not exist, nor does your own keyboard custom preset exist. I've only been playing this game for like 3 weeks, so it's quite new to me, and I didn't know it had this quirk. So I spent 15 minutes at the beginning of the stream trying to figure out what is going on and why my control room wasn't working when it was working right before. And I found out it's because of the game. It lost my control scheme because I didn't have the controllers connected. All right, it says it updated the commodity view safeguard and blah, blah, blah. Cool. Let's do a git diff. Let's see what it has done. It looks about right. It's hard-coded. I don't really need it to be, it has tests. All right, I can do a codex resume. That one. All good. It didn't run the tests. Verification, all tests passed under 0.275 seconds. Commit and push. Actually, yes, we're on dev. Commit and push. You miss 5.3 codec so much, 5.4 and 5. It's so many tokens. I'm actually running on 5.4 because I feel like it's capable enough to do the job. I didn't need 5.5. But I get what you're saying. They do. Let's see. I think now they only provide 5.3 mini. No, 5.4 mini. 5.3 codec Spark. They have this offered as well. But I haven't tried it. I have been using 5.4 medium. And my usage, if I don't use it too much, the $20 sort of the $20 US tier is perfect. Yeah, let me double check. Let's see. If I just show this view, which you're just looking at the game, and if I go into status, yeah, that's why I don't want to show the status. It shows my own email. So if I'm not working on this thing all the time, then the $20 works fine. Or I have a trick for you. Subscribe to both OpenAPI and Claude on the $20 tier and rotate between them. The reason why I was just talking about this, I have been using Codex pretty much exclusively because if we go back to the very beginning, that is, let me see, if I make that bigger, right, it's being weird because I have another thing opened on another Mac. There, it should be better. It should be better, right? I just need to find that window because it's using terminal, right? Terminal is a bit weird. Anyway, this is the exact prompt I was giving to Codex. And it doesn't need any kind of prompt engineering. It just understands the goal, understands the engineering standard, understands pretty much all the sort of hidden requirement I have for it. And it just goes from there and does really good like software engineering. But with Claude, I tried this thing. I'm giving it exactly the same kind of prompt. No prompt engineering, just the file and what we want to do, what's the end result. And I had like at least a few times, I don't really use Claude that much, but at least a few times where it doesn't really have a great engineering quality. Yeah. Oh, TLDR, let's do this. I think it is UV run control room. Yeah. At the very beginning, I struggled for like 15-20 minutes because my key scheme, my control scheme was off, and the game doesn't realize that. I built this terminal application where sometimes Claude is better, but for this project, Codex has been knocking it out, even though it's just like the GPT 5.4 model with median thinking effort. So I built this terminal application, and you can see all the commands, and some of them are quite sort of, they're like very specific. They just do one thing. Like we have docking, we have undocking, we have sell, we have buy, all that. Oops, shouldn't have done that. Most of our commands or program or routines, they're quite specific. However, we do have haul. I wonder, does it recognize haul? It does. Haul is really powerful. Haul basically strings all these specific commands and programs all together, and it does what it says. It at station. So basically, we are mimicking a user doing hauling. You have two stations. You have station 1 and station 2. And if I try to start it, it will ask me, what are you buying in station 1? And I will say, I think we're buying atmospheric processor, and it will do all that. So it will go through the questions. What are you buying in station 1? what are you buying in station 2, what is the name of station 1, what is the name of station 2, what system are they in, and eventually it will, let's see, it doesn't get bigger, does it? It doesn't tell more of the parameters here, but basically what this thing does
Roger,
is
Mr. Clooney. We will stop hauling after this run.
not even this run, but cancel the whole thing. So we were demonstrating this just now. It basically knows what to buy right here in this station, and right now I'm in the community goal station, and it buys the thing that I'm gonna take to the next station, and it will do auto launch. And another thing I can actually show you is, let me see, let me switch to game and terminal scene so you can see better. I can do destination, but I need to find that destination name. Give me a second. Let me find the Inara community goals, and let's see, Inara. Actually, I don't have to make it difficult for myself. I can do something manual rather than planning the actual route. Let's see. For example, we have HIP 56905, 56905. And if I go into hall or control room, HIP 56905, and if I switch back to the game, so right now in my view, I'm just seeing this. But I want you to be able to see the terminal. Wait a minute, why is it not doing anything? Tmax, let me connect to my control room. Oh, right, because it needs one more parameter. I forgot about that. Now it goes into the galaxy map. I'm not touching anything, not touching the keyboard or the mouse. It is doing that by itself. It is
Setting destination to HIP 56905.
It is getting, it is typing in, it's navigating the menus. It is typing in the destination name. It is planning the route. And yeah, basically this, if you are doing hauling with this program, with, let's say, terminal focused, right? You can, oh, it went weird because I connected on from my MacBook Air. Basically, oh yeah, I'm running all this on the Mac. Basically, it takes over, well, it takes things off your hand once you are near a station and dropping out of Super Cruise. It does everything in the station. It plans it sets your route, and then it knows when you leave the station. It knows if you use auto, if you don't have to use auto docking or auto launching. You can do that manually, but I usually use those. No matter whether you use them or not, it knows when you are cleared of station's mass lock, then it will try to. Yes. Once you are like outside. Oh, actually, there's one very edge case I haven't thought of, but I think it's safe because if you get out before. Yes, if you get out of the station before the timeout happens, it will do the boosting outside the station. Let's actually try that. You must be confused. You're like, Nicholas, what you talking about? Let's see, if we kill auto launch. Another cool thing about this whole thing is with the hauling program, you can resume hauling from any stage, not just you have to start here. There's no specific point you have to start. The program is smart enough to figure out what stage it is in, whether you have cargo to sell, where it is, and where, like, which point in the program you should follow. Right. With this, we can just do undocking, but I'm actually not sure. Let's do hauling. Let's do hauling. We can stop anywhere. Let's do hauling.
Buying full cargo of atmospheric processors.
Yep. So the whole program is programmed to buy that thing in this station. It will buy all that, and it will sell it at the next station, and then buy aluminium, and to come back and then to sell it. It doesn't do autopiloting. You still have to pilot the ship, but anything
Cargo hold at
in the
Cargo
station,
secured.
like what you're seeing now, it's all handled by control room. I'm not touching the keyboard or the mouse at all. Apart from flying, it doesn't take that away from you.
Undocking. Stand by. Setting destination to call 285 sector HDFB 13-1.
Exactly, or if you're just hauling. And if you enable auto docking, auto launching, super cruise, you can basically leave the machine to do hauling by itself. I have found out. If you don't mind the super cruise being a bit slow. Right, let's fly out. I can't see what's happening because I don't have my secondary laptop connected, because when I get it connected, I need to adjust the font size.
landing gear retracted.
Yep, landing gear retracted, and it is boosting away because it knows we're mass locked.
Frame shift
Station
drive
cleared.
charging.
Frame shift drive online. Mr. Clooney, ready to
Okay.
jump.
That's my cue. It's telling me that, hey, take over, and you need to fly the ship now to the next system.
Clear of the station limits.
That's the only thing I'm doing right now, just aligning the ship.
4, 3,
Jumping to the next system.
1. Engage.
Oh, right. We are still... nope. Yeah, it should be... You should put the terminal to the
We
side.
are dropping out of hyperspace jump, Mr. Clooney.
Mm-hmm. And that is automatic because I always open it myself and I got tired of it, so I'm getting the program to open that for me, and it also works out as a very nice visual cue because sometimes I'm like distracted. I might be doing something else, and with that visual cue, I know it's my turn to select the target, maybe enable super cruise. And this is all me flying, but once it gets to the station, it's all EDControlRoom. It takes things off your hand. It allows you to just like pretty much chill and play space flight simulator. Oops, we're going too fast. That's fine. I can go back for it. And are we there yet? Almost. All right, let's align. Once we aligned, we do have auto docking enabled. So from now on, from this point on, I'm not touching the keyboard and mouse at all. This 5 seconds is really long.
Approaching Valrasha starport.
So we boost a little
Requesting
bit
docking permission
to
at
get
Val Rasha
closer to the
Starport.
station. Let's hope it activates the auto docking sequence before we hit the fans. Yes.
Engaging auto docking sequence.
I'm still not touching the keyboard or mouse. I basically stopped touching keyboard and mouse, and I don't need to touch them until the ship leave the station, because control room handles everything inside the station. So right now I'm actually checking my stream and really not looking at my screen at all, because I know control room can handle everything very much by itself.
Deployed.
Docking complete.
It will auto fuel and auto repair.
Ship is fully fueled up and repaired, Mr. Clooney.
It also tells you
Selling
that.
atmospheric processors.
It also have like a safeguard, because for me
Sale complete.
the
Profit.
cursor always lands on the
307,000
numbers
credits.
when you
Buying full
open
cargo
the
of
commodities.
aluminum.
But for my friend, somehow it doesn't. So it does a little bit of resetting by itself.
Cargo hold.
Cargo
at
secured.
maximum capacity.
And I'm still not touching any of the inputs like keyboard and mouse. I'm actually going onto GitHub and to check out
Undocking.
my,
Stand by.
because I recently just
Setting
pushed
destination to hit
some commits, so I
58412.
want to check them out and pull them into my main branch. Ooh, actually, I want Codex to do this for me. Let's see.
Hull integrity compromised.
What do you mean hull integrity compromised? Oh, I forgot. I turned off auto launching. Does it do it for me? No? Alright, I have to do it this time. Is that a anaconda? Woo! That's a little bit scary. Alright.
Retracted.
Right, now you guys can't see because I have a... let's see. Let's make that terminal
Station
screen a bit
cleared.
bigger.
Frame shift drive online. Mr.
Oh.
Clooney. Ready to
My
jump.
cue. To jump. To jump or not to jump. Alright.
Jumping to the next system.
Let's see. Codex. Create a pull request from dev to main. I need to set up some automatic release
We are
process.
dropping out of
There's a
hyperspace
thing I
jump,
was
Mr.
using which
Clooney.
was really helpful. It's called Release Me. That would be very helpful. because previously I didn't lock my main branch, but now since things are stable, I do want to lock my main branch and then only have tested things to be land onto the main branch. Uh-oh. I accidentally pressed that button. All right. Oh, right. We might be a little bit too fast. Probably too fast. No? We landed?
Approaching
Oh, wow, that's
Baltic
awesome.
dock.
Actually,
Requesting docking permission at Palchik Dock.
yeah. Oh, right. Now I remember it. I wanna do
Roger,
one
Mr. Clue.
Control
We
C.
will stop hauling after this run. Engaging auto docking sequence.
So, one Control C means we want to cancel it after this run. If you do it again, if you Control C again, it will cancel this thing immediately. Thanks! I'm really happy to receive these positive feedback from people, from commanders. So, I'm docking in game, and I'll be docking soon in real life as well. Hey, Miss Cat, being naughty, scratching things again.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking complete. Ship is fully fueled up and repaired, Mr. Clooney. Selling aluminum.
Selling aluminum. And once it sells it, it will tell us the profit that we have made.
Hull cycle 1 complete. Total profit 8.3 million credits. Sale complete. Profit 9.4 million credits. Hull session complete. 1 cycles flown. Total profit 8.3 million credits.
Very good. That's like the whole process of one whole run of the hauling program. And I'm gonna do some OBS maintenance, and we will be out of here soon. Soonish. Right. In terminal. Right. Game only has text, but that is, yeah. How can I fix that? Let's fix the terminal first. Oh, it's a bit too big in this view, that's why. I see what's happening. I understand. Process left panels. Yeah, that looks all right. Oh, right. We actually made this thing way bigger. That's probably the maximum size for it. I do need to remember it has to be terminal or iTerm, no ghosty next time. because Ghosty would be suspended because it uses GPU to render. Game only. Ooh, I wonder. What if I just copy the texts over to game and terminal? What would happen? Hey, that works. Even though we're showing it twice. That's fine. That's also fine. Yep, that's a hack, but hey, it works. Let me show you what happened. There we go. Oh, right. We have thank you, Commander Red. See you next time. Right, we have one more view to build. Let's see. We can basically use either terminal focused or web focused. Actually, not. Let's use the game and web one. It will be game and web. No, actually, it should be terminal. Game and terminal and web. And this one will have game and web. Grab the web and put it back here. And what are we showing in the web? No, it's just the community goal. That is super cool. I mean them on the left and on the right. Yeah, stream is still ending, but I'm just playing around with OBS, and this is really cool. I really love how this whole OBS thing is built. Web. Or just everything, actually. Everything. All of the things. Alright, thanks for everyone for watching. It has been a long stream, and I have definitely got a lot of footages to reuse, and I hope everyone would have a good time. And I hope I would see you guys next time. If you like the content, give me a subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, and come say hi on the Discord. Nicholas out.